All right, today we're going to take a look at the Glock 43. It's a 9mm single stack. Let's see. The magazine holds 6, so it can hold 6 plus 1. Again, I said it's a single stack. It actually weighs in just under 18 ounces with the empty magazine in it. It comes with the standard Glock sights, and we want to take a look and see how this 9mm performs. It's a great conceal carry gun. We can see that because again it's so lightweight, just under 18 ounces, but want to see how accurate this gun is for as small as it is. So I'm loading the 9mm for the Glock 43 single stack, and it's really nice to load. As you can see, it's very easy for me to hand load without my speed loader. Spring's not tight, pushes down really easy. Again, I have small hands. I'd say it's almost as easy as my Walther PK380, but that thing is just the easiest loader I've ever had. So this is right behind it.
Clear.
Clear. That shot really well, very accurate. I don't know how far away we are. I'm bad at estimating distance, but it was very accurate, very easy to get back on target with those standard Glock sights. I didn't even have to think about it. Not a lot of recoil, so let's keep shooting it, see how the accuracy does.
Okay, my turn with the Glock 43. Again, single stack. Holds 6 rounds plus 1 in the chamber if you carry it that way, which I definitely would recommend. One thing I wanted to say about this, it does have a low capacity magazine, 6 rounds of 9mm. The one thing though with the Glock extended grip magazine, it does extend the grip enough so somebody with large hands can get 3 fingers on there. But it doesn't give you any extra capacity. And so there are manufacturers online that sell these base plates that you can replace, and you can get a longer spring. It gives you +1. There are others that give you +2, but on the +2 base plates, it's going to be a little bit longer, so your gun will imprint a little bit more. The +1, you can basically have the same length magazine as what's currently on here, but you'll have 7 rounds in the magazine and 1 in the chamber. So that would, what I would do if I was carrying this gun and it was the only gun I was carrying is, I think I would put the +1 base plate on here, and then the second magazine that comes with this gun, I would put a +2 on it, and I'd carry it in my pocket. That way you would essentially, if you're with 1 in the chamber, 7 in the magazine, and another 8 in your pocket, you have 16 rounds on you. That'd be pretty decent, I would think. But anyway, I'm gonna shoot it and give it a try as well. Oh, the other thing I was gonna say, Karen talked about the standard Glock sights. Of course, most people realize these are plastic. Glock does still put plastic sights on their guns, so they're easily breakable. And I say easily, meaning if you're gonna accidentally hit it against something hard, drop it, you may nick them or break them. I generally replace Glock sights with aftermarket, but on this little gun, for some reason, I shoot these sights really well, and I think Karen is also. But anyway, we're going to shoot a little bit more and then we'll talk about it. Okay, so I'm going to, gun's empty. I have 6 rounds in the magazine. I have a 7th round in my hand. what I was going to do real quick, for some folks, I didn't realize, I guess, that maybe there was some questions that some people had about loading one in the chamber to carry it that way. So what I'm going to do is simulate how I load 6 in the magazine and 1 in the chamber. And it's really very simple and I think straightforward, but I have seen some folks on the internet ask questions about it. But fully loaded 6-round magazine, pull the slide back, jack 1 in the chamber. Now the gun is ready to fire, so of course, as always, keep it safely pointed. Now I only have 5 rounds in the magazine, so I'm going to top the magazine off, put it back in the gun. Now I have 6 rounds in the magazine, 1 in the chamber. It's ready to put in holster and carry. But in this case, I'm going to fire. Slide didn't lock back on that one for some reason. Anyway, gun's clear.
Alright, so we just finished shooting the Glock 43 single stack 9mm, and I think it's very accurate for a very small gun. Again, it's got the standard Glock sights on it. It holds 6+1, just under 18 ounces, very concealable. Again, I have small hands for a girl, but this gun is really small, easily concealable. I could fit it in my back pocket, which obviously is a smaller pocket. Highly accurate gun, really fun to shoot, easy to get on target, and supposedly a double action, though shooting it, I would never know that. It did not feel like a double action trigger pull at all to me. Shot very easy, very well, and very accurate.
Okay, so the Glock 43, again, single stack, small, subcompact, potentially pocket gun. It may be a little bit large for pocket gun, but it is in that category. It's in the same category as the Car 9mm. We have reviewed the Car before. They are almost identical in size. The Glock has a 3.4-inch barrel. I think the Car has a 3.5-inch barrel, just a touch longer. Believe it or not, and this is kind of what I was talking about, even with the Car holds 7 in its magazine, and it's just about as long as the extended grip magazine on the Glock that only holds 6. And so that's what I was talking about, replacing this base plate. You'd get 7. You'd essentially have the same capacity as the Car does. Other guns that are in this category, the Smith & Wesson subcompact, their little single stack. I forget what that's called, and there's a couple of others. Like Karen said, the trigger on the Glock is really impressive. It is it's considered double action, a very short stroke and a very crisp break to it, as you can see here, and it's fairly light. It's a fairly light trigger. I've been really accurate with this gun, which I've shot it quite a bit, and I've been actually impressed with how accurate I have been with this little gun and with the Glock sights on it. Usually Glock sights throw me off, and then the Glock triggers, you know, they can all have a little bit different pull to them, but on this 43 it is really light and a great trigger, and it's impressive how accurate you can be with this gun. I would definitely recommend it. We were shooting this gun out back at the other range up to 40 and 50 yards and hitting a steel target every time. It's really impressive for such a short barrel gun. So anyway, again, I highly recommend it.